Namaskar, welcome to PGurus. I'm your host JK today. Today we have a special guest with us, and he has written a book about Halal Jihad, which kind of covers halal economy. As you know, I guess we've been trying our best to bring to you the best of Hinduism as well as what is not required for India so that we progress further. So today we are really happy to have our guest, National Spokesperson of Hindu Janjagruthi Samithi, Mr. Ramesh Shinde. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for taking efforts. I guess you have done a lot of research writing this book. You have covered a vast topic, cutting across many things, and you have come out with this beautiful book about halal economy. Why do you think that we, India, because we've been right now around 3.7 trillion economy, I guess we have a target of 7 trillion by 2030. Why do you think we should be worried or even scared, or even we should have some kind of retrospection on this halal economy? Do we really need to do that?
Yeah, definitely. Because see, halal economy is a parallel economy in any country. Likewise it is in India, likewise it is in many countries. But all other countries, they are aware of all these things. And secondly, just before some years, in Europe, 6 countries, they have banned this halal certification. So they are aware of all these things, and we should know that there is a our late CDS, he has told about that there is a 2.5 army.
Right.
So in India also, there are so many supporters of the anti-national activities, anti-national forces and all. So jihadi forces. So if this economy, it is started in India, or it is currently growing in India, if that economy will support a jihadi elements or anti-national forces, then definitely it will be a concern to India. So that is why it is much more required that whenever we are growing economically well, we are growing internationally well, that time this kind of economy is growing in India. It is itself is a threat to India. It is one point. Secondly, this economy is based on Sharia based. So this economy is based on Sharia principles, this economy is based on Islamic principles, and it is a parallel kind of a certification which is given by private Muslim authorities. So they are gaining all the money, they are getting all the money, they are through issuing this certification, they are collecting all this money, and with this they have started their own economy, that is called as a halal economy. So this halal economy is supported by Islamic Bank. So Islamic Bank is supporting halal economy, and halal economy's money they were putting in this Islamic banking system. So both these organizations supporting each other, and they want to build their own economy. So that is why we have to think about this economy. First of all, we should know that we have been ruled by Britishers for 150 years, and Britishers came here for business purpose.
Right.
So we have been ruled by Britishers, those who have come here for business purpose. So similar way, these people, they want to start their own economy, and they want to rule the world. So that is why this is very serious issue, and we should see through that lenses.
Right. Earlier the understanding was when we use the word halal, it only applicable to food items.
Yeah.
Right, and that to non-vegetarian meat items. But then over the years, we've been seeing that halal certification everywhere, even for vegetarian foods, on items like refrigerators. We also heard that there is an apartment complex, complaint of Sharia law. What do you make of this? Why is it just going beyond its boundary and enhancing its repertoire and just giving certification to each and everything? Do you think there's an end to it, or they're going to keep growing one after another?
No, definitely. They will keep growing because they are showing to market that, see, we have got almost 260 crore population. So if you want, and out of that 260 crore population, there 57% is a youth population. So all such kind of research is they are circulating in all the manufacturers or all the developing countries, that if you want to develop your business, then you can't ignore our population. So through that population, they want to control the this certification, or they want to control the economy. So this is one part of that. Second, what you have asked, that earlier as per Quranic system, if we say, or as per Sharia law, we can say that halal is applicable only to meat, nothing else.
Right.
It is nowhere mentioned in any religious text. But slowly, when they started this halal word or halal things, and demanding each and every product must be halal. So like what? They have started this halal certification system, that if any product which Muslim should buy, it must be halal certified. So if you want to build your economy, and this halal certification system owners, they want to build their halal economy. So what they are doing, they are insisting that any product, anything, or any website, or any fashion system, or anything, or tourism, so each and every thing or aspect must be covered by halal. So they are bringing their own systems, own laws, own things, and they are saying this is halal. Scientifically, you can't prove that. Scientifically, if a meat is also a halal, that can be told only by a butcher.
Right.
You can't taste in a lab and you can't say, no, this is 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙬 and this is halal meat.
Correct.
So if it is so, then why this halal is growing? Why this halal they are insisting upon? So we can say that this insisting, or this purpose what they are doing, no? So they want to take, or they want to come out of boundary of this meat, and they want to come in a economy aspect. So if you want to build your economy, so you have to reach different aspects, different fields of manufacturers, different modes. So in all the services, in all the manufacturing units, in all the different level of this production units, each and every sector, they want to insist upon halal.
Right. I'm not sure whether you remember, recently, maybe a few months back, we read a statement, somebody stating that India would become an Islamic country by 2047. They have set the target. I guess we have seen that a lot of people are publishing their article and all. But do you think they are confident because of halal economy growing? Do you think this halal economy is backing their claims?
Yeah. See, this 2047 Islamic movement, or there is a document which was published by Popular Front of India, Vision 2047. So Vision 2047 document, because any movement needs some money.
Correct.
Like terrorism in Afghanistan, they are when Islam says that growing this afim and all, it is a haram. So doing nasha, it is also haram. So all these things, or taking drugs is also haram. Drinking wine is also haram. But still you can find out, to have this terrorist activity, they are growing crops of this afim.
Right.
So if we see that any movement that needs weapons, that needs movements, and for that money is required. So economy is very or we can say economy is a backbone of all these activities. So that is why, if economy is a backbone of all these activities, then definitely if they want to rule the India, then they must need some kind of a economy. So that is why halal economy is definitely going to support their movement, and that is how they are quite sure that we can achieve our goal of the 𝙒𝙬𝙤𝙬 in 2047.
Right. In fact, in your book, right, just to say about the book, it's 𝙒𝙬𝙤𝙬 Jihad was his first book. He wrote in 2003, and then he has come out with Halal Jihad, which was published, or rather released yesterday in Chennai. I guess we are happy that it has done in Chennai, because we know how far Chennai has become, or what it has become right now. But just going back to the question, the halal concept itself, they kind of relaxed the concept in countries like UK and European countries,
Yeah.
but they are very strict in India. Do you think that we are bending for them and the other countries have made them bend for themselves? How does
Yeah.
it work really?
See, in Western countries, majority of countries, they have accepted this halal out of humanity view, because they requested the government that this is our religious process, and I think these Western countries, they don't want to offend any religious belief. So earlier they have said that okay, you can have your halal system. In UK also they have passed one law for this halal butchering system in 1983. So they are doing quite well. But when the scientific research came, when this prevention to animals cruelty, that act was demanded by so many non-vegetarians or so many animal activists. So that time this came in light that butchering through halal method is the most cruel method. And that research was given to Dr. Craig Johnson. He is a scientist of Massey University. He did extensive research in 2009 on this halal system. And he found out that through halal, it was there that up to 20 to 30 seconds that senses were remain in that animal, and he feel tremendous pain. So for that, he said that halal system of butchering is the most cruel method and we should not adopt that. After that, this research was challenged in European Union, High Court and Supreme Court. Then European Union Supreme Court said that this research is the final. So after that, the 6 countries in European Union like Luxembourg, Switzerland, Sweden, Netherlands, so they banned this halal. Now, when the halal is banned by European countries, their Muslims are requesting them that you should allow us to do halal for 2 days in a year when our Eid is coming. So that is our religious right and you should allow us to do halal. And European Union granted them permission. So out of 365 days, only 2 days halal is allowed in these 6 countries. So I am asking, if this is a scientific thing, if this research is a scientific thing, why it is not allowed in countries like India? If in India it is claiming that India is a secular country, why this research, all other research we are accepting from European Union? So this research must be accepted in India. In Prevention of Cruelty Act in India, it is everywhere it is mentioned that these things should not happen, this thing should, and in that act, 28th clause of that act, it is saying if the slaughtering is going to be done for a religious purpose, then this act will not get applied. So what it means? That if it is a religious, and they are saying halal is our religious slaughtering, but when scientific system is saying that halal is the most cruel method and European Union is going to ban that system, then why India it is mentioned that no, if it is done for a religious slaughtering, then this act will not act upon it. So this is kind of what we can say a pseudo-secularness, that if you do for any other purpose, then that act will apply. For religious purpose, if they are doing that for Eid and Qurbani and all, and halal is slaughtering is also a religious thing. So this act is not getting applied on that. So this is kind of discrepancy among provisions of act also.
Right. So maybe the final question I would like to ask you is, now I guess you have done a lot of research on this. So what prompted you to just go for halal? I know because Halal Jihad, in fact, it had its own repercussions that we are seeing right now, almost after 2 decades, 20 years. But halal economy, we know that it started somewhere around 2010 after the fall of Islamic banking system in India. Almost about 9 years on or 13 years, and they have become 2 trillion economy. I guess you said that it's a threat, but what prompted you to just take on halal?
Yeah. See, basically, I am not against halal because it is someone's belief system. We don't have any problem with that. If Muslim want to eat halal, let him eat. I don't have any problem with that. But initially, I was also thinking that halal is regarding meat only. some of my friends from IIT. So we were discussing about halal in one meeting. That time we came to know that Air India, they issued a notification that only halal meat is allowed in Air Indian flight. So we found that why it is so. Then we found that IRCTC declared that meat we serve is only halal.
Okay.
And it is shocking that in Indian Parliament there are 4 restaurants or 4 food joints are there.
Canteen.
Where cantines.
Yeah.
So where the food is served to all the MPs and all the visitors to Parliament of India. And the food is not cooked or prepared in Parliament. It was sent by this IRCTC.
Right.
Because Indian Railway was running that canteens. So we found that in Parliament also you are getting only halal food. So we found that how it should be. If I am staying in India, if Constitution grants me permission to have food with my choice, if Muslim is saying that his choice to eat beef, why I should eat halal? So from this I came to know that somewhere there is a pressure from Muslim bodies, or somewhere it is what we can say, we are not following this system, and due to our ignorance, so each and every person coming to power. In Sikhism, it is clearly mentioned in Rahat Maryada that no Sikh can eat kutha mans, that means halal meat.
Right, okay.
So if it is mentioned in there, so all MPs coming from Punjab, they are eating only halal. So we found that this is totally illogical, totally unconstitutional. It is harming our basic constitutional right. Then we found that McDonald's, they have also declared that no, our restaurant is 100% halal. This Zomato person, he at the similar point, he said food has got no religion.
Exactly.
Food is only religion. So we said, when Muslim asked you, one Muslim messaged him, text him. That time he said, is it halal? Yeah. I think his name was Abdul Wahab. And he asked whether food is supplied by you is halal or not. That time, this Zomato, they changed their website and they started including halal certified restaurants in a different category. So we asked, when one Hindu person is asking you, you are giving him lecture that no, food don't have religion and food is only religion. Then when giving answer to Muslim, you are saying no, you are means amending your application, and you are starting a different section of halal certified restaurants. Why it is so? So that makes me to go in detail. And I did research for about 3 years. I read almost 6,000 research papers on this halal economy, Islamic economy, what is happening in Malaysia, what is happening in Indonesia. In future, you can see in Indonesia, they have started halal industrial clusters.
Okay.
Now they are giving halal certification to Haldiram. But there, they are doing research on all these products. So tomorrow, no Haldiram is required for them. What they will do, their own industrial clusters, they will develop their own products, and they will say no, these products are developed by Islamic method. All products are halal, and no halal certification required. So that means they want to control the business. So that is why it made me to see that this halal system is a threatening one. It is threat to economy of India, it is threat to business of India, as well as exports of India. And not only that, this halal money, they are utilizing it for supporting terrorism activities. So this is also a very alarming situation that in US it is found that in 2 cases, this halal money was used for this funding of Hamas and so many Muslim fanatic institutions. In Australia also similar kind of thing they found out. In India also, Jamiat Ulema Hind is supporting this terrorist with legal way. They are giving them big advocates, and they are running their cases, court cases. So this is kind of a thing that we must think upon. Right. So this is one thing. Secondly, it is not like that halal certification is totally accepted worldwide. In 4 countries, there are 4 Islamic organizations, that 4 Islamic organizations also opposing halal certification. What they are saying, that as per Islam, Quran is a final word. And if anything is mentioned Quran, that must be followed by Muslims.
Right.
And you are giving one organization, Jamiat Ulema Hind, that is giving halal certification to refrigerator, then microwave oven, then residential apartment and dating website. So then they said, who gave you this authority to amend the Quran? So whatever you are saying is not supported by Islamic law or Islamic ideology. So this halal certification is un-Islamic certificate. So that is why if they are using this un-Islamic certificate to create a Islamic economy or halal economy, so we must see about it. So that is why I studied it and I did this research and I wrote this book.
Thank you for the book anyway. The final question again,
Yeah.
maybe the last thing that came to my mind. You said the Indian government has taken some steps in terms of asking people
Yeah.
their opinion on this
Yeah.
halal certification, whether you need it or not, how to go about it. Where can we find that?
Yeah. See, this notification is issued by Director General of Foreign Trades, which comes under the Ministry of Commerce, and they have issued a notification that whatever to streamlining this halal certification system, they have issued this notification, and I think this notification number is 23 of 2023. So T23. So in this notification is of 137 pages, and they demanded that public opinion is required. So what is your opinion about this halal certification system or halal streamlining system? So in that they have asked for a public opinion, and I think we must submit our opinion to Government of India by stating that such kind of things are happening. This halal certification, they are asking for vegetarian products, which is originally certified by FSSAI and FDA. So all these private institutions, they are asking, they are making them to pressurize for their business that you have to take this halal certification. So likewise, we should submit our own things. We have demanded that no halal money should be used for any kind of anti-national activity or anti-humanity activity. Secondly, this halal certification organizations or authorities, they should come under scanner of RTI. The investigation, thorough investigation must be done before giving any accreditation to any kind of organization. So we have demanded 10 to 12 demands in our opinion. So I think it is the right time to come to know that government wanted your opinion, and now we have got right to give our opinion. So we must submit this opinion. It is we have to send this opinion to Director General of Foreign Trade, DGFT, its short form. Then DGFT, it comes under Ministry of Commerce. Their office is at Vanijya Bhavan, New Delhi. So you can send your opinion to this department and take part in this to oppose this private certification authority in India. And definitely through this memorandum or through this your opinion, you can definitely oppose this halal private economy system.
Right, I guess, thank you very much. Short of time anyway.
Yeah.
So we just covered a part of what he has written in his book. If you want to understand more in detail, just buy the book. It's Halal Jihad in English, and it is Halal Purladharam in Tamil, and I guess it's been translated in many languages, and it's been released since yesterday, and you can just go and grab one copy of yours soon. Thank you very much, Shinde ji.
Namaskar.
Thank you.